Back again. Journal Journey writing prompt number 81. Before we get started, please check out Flintlocked. It is the pirate comic book that I co-wrote and co-created. It is available on Amazon in paperback form like this or in Kindle. Would really appreciate it if you checked it out in the link below. But let's go ahead and dive on into 81, which is, do you think parents should automatically give their kids an allowance? Or do you feel kids should earn the allowance? Well, speaking as someone that has 0 children and not really children on the way in any capacity, whether that be physically or just emotionally wanting that, it's this question I think is a little too generalized, because I think allowance obviously comes down to whether it's something the parents can afford. So the first off, can they afford it? Second off, what is it you're trying to teach the kid? I get like some people say like, oh, well, you get them teaching that like they're working, and then maybe they'll learn the value of a dollar. I mean, to me, it's not necessarily like, sure, yes, you're teaching them something like that, but like if you're really wanting to teach them, about spending and such, I think that's something that's kind of separate from allowance. But I mean, as far as whether you should give them one or they should earn it, I kind of think it's something they should earn. Get used to things not just being handed to them. But also kind of depends what you're thinking, because you also want them to know that doing those things, such as like chores, say you're going to have them mow the lawn or do the dishes or do the laundry or whatever the chore is. I feel like as they get older, you should let them know, like, hey, when you're an adult, that's just a responsibility and you won't get paid for that. Not saying you should just give them an allowance, like, oh, here's $5 this week just because, not saying that. But make sure that obviously the lesson isn't just doing these tasks equals money. Yeah, I don't know. I think that maybe instead of the chores angle, maybe I would go more along the sides of like how they maybe do on their grades, or maybe how they do on tests, and like reward them that way. Um, Again, it's hard because I feel like I can see things going either way for that sort of reward system. Whether it's earning or giving or whatever, like there's positives and negatives to all of it, and this is ultimately a question of like, which do you think would be better for parenting? And it's you can raise your kids the best way possible. You can be sweet and caring and loving and trust them and all these different things, and they can still be an asshole. You can treat them like garbage, and despite treating them like garbage, they can turn out to want to be better despite how you treated them. So it really is a toss-up. Like, obviously, you want to hopefully treat them better, and hopefully they'll turn out better, but it's just no guarantee in any way. So I think it really depends on the age where they will actually get the lesson of allowance. Will they understand it? Because then there's no point of teaching them if they're not old enough to grasp it. Then maybe wait till they're the age to where they'll understand it. But again, no kids, probably won't have kids, maybe even ever, who knows. Not really a person to ask about that, but that is my thoughts on that subject. Comment below on what you would do if you are a parent or you plan to be a parent. What would you do? Let me know.